The Garden of Peace. On top of the highest hill in a small village, there was an ancient temple, and inside that temple, hanging from the ceiling by golden ropes, was the legendary peace bell. According to legend, the peace bell only rang on its own when there was true peace in the village. No one needed to shake it or touch it. It simply sounded with a crystalline and melodious sound that could be heard throughout the region. The elders of the village told that, many years ago, the bell rang frequently. But over time, it fell silent. People became busier, more worried, more competitive. They argued over small things, envied what others had, forgot to help those in need. The peace bell hadn't rung for so long that some children in the village thought it was just a story made up by the elders. One of these children was Matthew, a curious and adventurous 9-year-old boy. He decided he wanted to see the famous bell with his own eyes. On a sunny Saturday, Matthew climbed the hill to the temple. The door was open, and in the silent interior, there it was, the majestic peace bell, shining with a soft, golden tone under the light coming through the windows. Matthew looked at the bell for a long time, amazed. "Why don't you ring anymore?" he asked aloud, not expecting an answer. To his surprise, a gentle voice replied, "Because peace has left the hearts of the village people." Matthew turned quickly and saw a very old man sitting in a corner of the temple. It was the temple guardian, Master Chen. "What do you mean, peace has left people's hearts?" asked Matthew, approaching the old sage. Master Chen smiled. "Come, sit with me. I'll tell you the secret of the peace bell." Matthew sat next to the old master, eager to listen. "The peace bell doesn't ring when there's an absence of conflicts or problems," explained Master Chen. "It rings when people find inner peace, even amid life's difficulties, when they choose kindness instead of anger, generosity instead of selfishness, forgiveness instead of resentment." Matthew reflected on these words. "And how can we bring that peace back?" "It starts with one person," replied Master Chen. "One person who finds peace within themselves and then spreads it through their actions and words. Like ripples in a lake, peace expands from one person to another." Inspired by the master's words, Matthew decided to be that first person. He descended the hill, determined to make a difference. The next day, instead of fighting with his younger sister over a toy, as he used to do, Matthew took a deep breath and suggested they play together. Instead of complaining about household chores, he helped his mother cheerfully. At school, he defended a classmate who was being teased, using kind words to resolve the conflict. Each day, Matthew practiced peace in his actions, and something amazing began to happen. The people around him began to change too. His sister stopped picking on him. His friends became kinder to each other.